O Mubarak, for you it's my prayer. O Mubarak, for you it's my prayer. May you keep ascending success stair. O Mubarak, for you it's my prayer. May you keep ascending success stair.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا حبيب الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله نويت سنة الاعتكاف. Our beloved Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has said that a person who sends 1,000 times daily durood or salutations or salawat upon me, he will not die till he sees his place in Jannah. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Salatum wa salaman alayka ya Sayyidi ya Rasulallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habib Allah. Dearest Islamic brothers, Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal, we are very fortunate and very thankful to Almighty Allah Azza wa Jal for affording us the opportunity to be in the weekly Sunnah Inspired Ijtima' of Dawat Islami. Dearest Islamic brothers, there is a reality which we have forgotten, and that is the reality of death. We are involved so deeply in this material world, and we are involved so deeply to earn wealth and money and to make our life easy and comfortable, that we have forgotten this reality which is known as death. And this is the exclusivity of this ummah, that this ummah, because of wealth, have forgotten the akhirah. As it is mentioned in Hadith Mubarakah, this hadith is in Tirmizi Sharif. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, لِكُلِّ أُمَّةٍ فِتْنَةٌ. For every ummah there is a fitna. Har ummah ka ek fitna hai. Wa fitnatu ummati al-malu. And the fitna of my ummah is wealth. Meri ummah ka fitna mal hai. And this is so unfortunate that, as I said in the beginning, that we have gone so deep into love and desire of wealth and mal that we have forgotten akhirah. Mal should come, and it doesn't matter how it should come. This has become our attitude. Whether it comes via bribery, whether it comes via corruption, whether it comes via cheating someone, deceiving someone, buying and selling stolen goods, it doesn't matter. The love of wealth is so strong that we are ready to take at any cost. As a poet has said, kahan ka halal, kahan ka haram, jo malik khilaye to chat kijiye. It means that I don't care about halal, I don't care about haram. As long as it is money, as long as it is wealth, I will take it and I will use it and I will eat it. So that is the attitude that we have developed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran Kareem, you should know that your wealth and your children are fitna. Fitna means here test. Fitna means here आजमाइश कि तुम्हारा माल और तुम्हारी औलाद ये तुम्हारे लिए आजमाइश है. It is a test for you, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tests you. You have love for the wealth, you have love for the children. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you wealth and He gives you children. Then He checks you out that do you stay within the limits of sharia or do you break the limits of sharia. There are many people that when they have wealth, they do so many wrong things because they feel powerful, they feel they are free, they feel they can buy anything. They can buy every entertainment, they can buy every comfort, they can easily go to casino and gamble because they have money. They can do other many haram things that can be bought with money. So they fail the test. Your awlad, your children are also fitna. Your children are also test. Your children are also azmaish. That many people, because of children or to keep children happy, they do many haram things. Many people take bribery, corruption, stealing, cheating, because they want to give good life to their children. They want their children to wear branded clothes. They want their children to wear branded tekis and shoes. They want their children to have best hospital plans or medical plans. They want to have their children to be admitted in the best schools. But they cannot afford through their halal earnings. So in order to give them the best, they do so many haram things. So this was a test. Awlad, children, they were test, and person fails that test. But trust me that this life of dunya is very short, very temporary. And it is an amusement. Ye khel tamasha hai. And we have taken this khel tamasha, we have taken this amusement as something permanent. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran Kareem, وَمَا هَذِهِ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا لَهْوٌ وَلَعِبٌ. That this life of dunya is nothing but amusement. Is nothing but amusement. Amusement is khel tamasha. وَإِنَّ الدَّارَ الْآخِرَةَ لَهِيَ الْحَيَوَانِ. Surely the akhirat is the real life. Because akhirat is never ending. Akhirat is forever. The life of the dunya is temporary. Did you ever seen a tamasha? Did you ever went to watch a circus in a theater or something? There's a play, or there's a soccer match, or there's a cricket match. depend upon your interest, what you want to see. You are thoroughly entertained for a short period. You would see that people are whistling, they're clapping, the environment is sounded with noises. Your favorite player, your favorite team hits a six. You want to come out of your clothes. You want to shout. You want to shout slogans. Everybody is so entertained that you forget everything of this dunya. No worry, no sorry, no stress. And then what happens when the show is over? What happens when the match ends? The very same stadium is like a graveyard. It's dead silent. There are no more players and there are no more spectators. There's no more sound, there's no more whistling, there's no more clapping, there's no shouting slogans. Everything comes to an end, because this is the reality of a tamasha. This is the reality of a khel. This is the reality of an amusement. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives similarity to the life of dunya with amusement, that, oh Muslims, wake up. Do not put your heart so deep into this dunya, because this khel tamasha is temporary and it is coming to an end very soon. You are a young man today. You can do a lot of things. Your body supports you. You have power in your body. Soon you would not realize that you are an old man. And then there is nothing but regrets. You would look back into your life and you would think, I've wasted every moment of my life. When I was young and I was powerful and I was able to do a lot of things, I spent my time in khel and tamasha, in films and dramas, in songs, entertaining myself, having good time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, आप खेल और तमाशे वाली जो दुनिया है उसकी वजह से धोखे में हो. The real life is of akhirah. So do preparation of the life of akhirah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, he has prepared his ummah. So worry about the akhirah, don't worry about the dunya. But our condition is such that we have every worry of the dunya and have no worry of the akhirah. We are totally opposite. Where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has made the mind of ummah through his teachings that worry about the hereafter. Therefore Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, kun fid dunya ka annaka gharibun aw abiru sabilin. This hadith is in Sahih Bukhari. That be in the dunya as if you are a stranger or you are a traveler. This is how we should be. And a traveler always carries few sets of clothes. A traveler, if you are a good traveler, if you are a smart traveler, you will not carry all the goods of your house and go somewhere and then carry all the goods and then come back. If you carry all the goods, fill up all the bags, or you're going to Johannesburg for 2-3 days, traveler always takes things that he needs, nothing more than the need. If he needs 2 sets, 3 sets, he'll keep 2 sets or 3 sets. He needs toothpaste, he needs toothbrush, he needs anti-perspiration, he needs some kind of ether, a few things, because you are a traveler. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has prepared the mind of his ummah that live in this dunya as a traveler. So if you have certain needs in the dunya, then according to your need, you must earn. So your needs are fulfilled. But don't burden yourself like a fool traveler who carries everything that he possesses and goes from one point to another point. Hazrat Sayyidina Ibn Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhuma, he reports, and this hadith is in Sahih Bukhari as well, إِذَا مَسَيْتَ فَلَا تَنْزِرُ الصَّبَاحَ. When you make evening, don't wait for the morning. It's about thinking about death. All the time, preparing yourself for the death. Don't hope for the morning. وَإِذَا أَصْبَحْتَ فَلَا تَنْزِرُ الْمَسَاءَ. And when you make morning, don't wait for the evening. Visualize, think, establish in your mind and in your heart that I won't make it for the evening. I'll die before that. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, وَخُذْ مِنْ صِحَتِكَ لِمَرْضِكَ. Collect something from your health for your sickness. Collect something from your health for your sickness. Because in sickness, you would not be able to do many things. But while you are healthy, you can do many things. So read extra nawafil, extra namazes, extra wazaif, extra charities, all extra. Because the rule is that when you are a young man and when you are a healthy man and you do a lot for the pleasure of Allah Azza wa Jal, and when you are an old man and when you are sickly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells the angels, give him the thawab of that time when he was young and when he was healthy. وَمِنْ حَيَاتِكَ لِمَوْتِكَ. And collect something from your life for your death. So while you are living, do something so your death is good. And after death, you get the good news from the angels. They don't come and shout at you and make you scared. They must come and tell you, Nam ka'urusatin, sleep like a bride. That Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed from group of people. And they were talking and laughing. You know, as normally it happens. When few of us stand together, our standing together turns to a joking session. People like to say things that they're making other people laugh, and that kind of heedlessness and carelessness is observed very often. So this is what was happening. Some people were standing and they were making hansi mazak, entertaining each other, telling jokes. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that you should add that thing which destroys the pleasure in your discussions. So when you are discussing, you carelessly laughing, you forgot about something very important. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, bring balance. And what is that balance? Include that thing in your discussions which destroys the pleasure. And who are they? They were Sahaba. They said, Ya Rasulullah, what is that? Qala al-mawtu. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, that is death. So when you are talking and you're talking business and you're talking everything of this dunya, and this is what happens when we sit together, no one talks about death. And somehow we believe if we talk about death, then we are going to die. So people that love you, and when you say, I'm going to die, they say, shh, don't talk about it. As if he says, I'm going to die, he's going to die immediately. You're not going to die before the time. فَإِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهُمْ لَا يَسْتَأْخِرُونَ سَاعَةً وَلَا يَسْتَقْدِمُونَ. When the time of their death comes, it does not shift from its fixed time, not before, not after, not even a second, not even a moment. So whether you say 1,000 times, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, if your time is not up, you're not going to die. And if you say that, no, I'm going to live and I'm going to live and I'm going to live, when the time is up, you're not going to live. You're going to die. And you die because you're living. That people want to know, and they want to ask, what is the reason that someone died? The reason of death is life. And this is how the wise people think. A wise man, his son or daughter died, and people came, and people have a habit of asking, what happened? What happened? So everyone comes and he says, what happened? He says, no, nothing happened. He died because he was living. That's what happened. And if he wasn't living, he wouldn't have died. When a brick breaks, you don't say brick died, because brick was not living. So what is not living never dies. So the cause of death is life. So you are living, you are going to die. Kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut. Every living being is going to taste the death. No escape, no run away. You can't go and hide yourself from death. But how nice if we prepare ourselves and take death as something good. Because those who worry about akhirah and they are good people and they're pious people, then death is not something bad for them. There are many ahadith that would tell us that death is good. As it is mentioned in Hadith Mubarakah, Hazrat Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma reports that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, "Laysa lil mu'mini rahatun duna liqa'illahi." There is no ni'mat or bounty for a believer than meeting with Allah Azza wa Jalla. So this is the time for him to meet with his Creator. That's why the Sufiya Ikram have said, Al-mautu jusrun yusilul habiba ila al-habib. Death is a bridge which takes the friend to meet the friend. So there was separation. There was no bridge. Lover is this side and the beloved is that side. Death came in and formed the bridge. Now the friend meets with the friend. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, "Tuhfatul mu'mini al-mautu." That gift of a believer is death. How it becomes gift? It becomes gift because you are set free from restrictions, from responsibilities. When you are living in the dunya, you have to worry about halal and haram. You have to worry about jais and najais, and there are so many issues, as if you are walking bare feet on the thorny paths, and you have to watch where you're keeping your foot. That's difficult. You're in the prison. But when the death comes, it sets you free. And that freedom is indeed the gift. And who would not accept that freedom is a gift? People give their lives for freedom. And countries have fought wars for freedom. Leaders have gone in jails for freedom because they all know freedom is a gift. And believer receives that freedom when he dies. That's why it is said, Tuhfatul mu'mini al-mautu. The tuhfa, the gift of a believer is death. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, Al-mautu rayhanatul mu'min. Death is a flower for the believer. You know, when you are sad and someone sends flowers for you, bouquets of flowers come to you. That's why, when you are sick, people normally send flowers. Why they send flowers? Because flowers make you feel nice. You feel good. Flowers, take your worry away. You're absorbed in the beauty of flowers. You forget about your stress. You forget about many other problems. So, for a believer, for a mu'min, death comes like a flower. Others are worried. Others are stressed. Others are in pain. But believer is not worried. He is not stressed because he is seeing the beautiful bouquet of flowers and he is absorbed in that beauty, and Israel alayhi salam comes and takes his ruh away. Hazrat Sayyidina Qatada radiallahu ta'ala anhu reports that a janaza passed by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that this man is in peace. Oh, people are in peace because of him. Listen carefully. This man is in peace. Oh, people are in peace because of him. What a wisdomful saying of our wise master sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, Al-Abdul Mu'minu yastarihu min ta'ib dunya wa adhaha wal fajiru yastarihu minhul biladu wash shajaru wad dawabu. A believer, a mu'min, he moves from the difficulties of this dunya towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And a fajr, a sinner, a disobedient person, when he leaves this dunya, then every city, the creation, the trees, the animals, they get freedom from him. Because of his living and existing, they are in difficulty. Because he is a fajr. He does not obey Allah Azza wa Jal. He is disobedient. So sometimes, we are sinning and we think sin is going to affect me only. No. Your sin is affecting the whole environment. Your sin is affecting the grass. Your sin is affecting the trees. Your sin is affecting the animals. Your sin is affecting everything that comes in touch with you, your family, your children, everybody is affected by it. So when a fajr, when a sinner, when a disobedient person leaves this world, then everybody is happy and they say, Jaan chuti. Ki ye Allah Ta'ala ka nafarman is dunya se chala gaya. Jaan chuti. There is no afsos. There is no sorry for that person. कि उसके जिंदा रहने का कोई किसी को फायदा ही नहीं था. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said that ad-dunya sijrul mu'mini wa jannatul kafir. Dunya is prison for the believer and it is paradise for the kafir. Why it is paradise for the kafir? Because kafir is not punished. The azab of qabr and the azab of Jahannam is very severe for the kafir. That fire, that agh, nobody would be able to bear. So even if a kafir is in deep poverty, he is still in paradise in this dunya. Because trouble and sorrow and difficulties that he faces in the dunya are nothing compared to the difficulties and the sorrows and the problems and the calamities that he is going to face in the akhirah. And if a believer is living in mansions and he is the richest of the richest, he is still in the prison, because this richness and comfort that he has in the dunya is nothing compared to what he is going to get in the akhirah in Jannat. Therefore this dunya is Jannat for the kafir and this dunya is prison for the believer. And prisoner always follows rules and regulations. prisoner is never free. You are a free man if you decide, let me go to Pretoria. What you need to do, sit in the car and you're gone. But a person who's in the prison and he says, no, let me go to Pretoria, can he do that? He's not free. So you are a prisoner in this dunya. You are a Muslim, you are a believer. You don't have freedom like kuffar. They sleep when they want to sleep, they get up when they want to get up, they eat what they want to eat. They don't make nikah and they have children. So it's freedom for them. You are restricted, you have no freedom. If you want to have children, you make sure you make nikah. You cannot do like the kuffar do. You cannot go and enter any restaurant and eat because you are a Muslim, you are in the prison. You have to find out first whether it is halal or not halal. So as soon as Muslim dies, his prison ends and his freedom starts. And as soon as kafir dies, his freedom ends and his prison starts. So live like a prisoner in this dunya. See, so many beautiful examples given in Hadith Mubarakah for us to prepare ourselves and make our minds that we should not be absorbed and go deep in the comforts and the luxuries of this dunya. Our focus must be akhirah. Our focus must be, I want to die with iman. I want to be successful in the akhirah. That life which is permanent, which is never ending. I want to be happy there. Even if I'm not happy here, it's fine. As Amir Ahl Sunnat, Damat Barakatuhumul Qudsiya says, na daulat de, na sarvat de, mujhe bas ye saadat de. Tere qadmon mein mar jaun, main ro ro kar Madine mein. So can you see the feeling? That, na daulat de. I'm not interested in the wealth. Don't give me the wealth. Na sarvat de. Don't give me the pomp and the glory of this dunya. Don't give me that. What I desire and what I'm begging. Tere qadmon mein mar jaun, main ro ro kar Madine mein. I want to die in your feet, Ya Rasulullah, while crying in your love in Madinatul Munawwara. That this should be the desire of every Muslim. Sallu ala al-Habib. It's very beneficial to remember death. You must always talk about death. Some people don't like that you're talking about death so much. And some people say, in the Mahawala of Dawat Islami, you people are talking too much about death. You're making us scared. We're not doing something strange, we're not doing something different, because this is what our beloved Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam taught us. Sahaba Ikram asked, Ya Rasulullah, is there someone whose hashr and resurrection is with the shaheed? Or shaheed is on his own? Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Na'am. Man yadhkurul mawta fil yawmi wal laylati ishrina marratan. The one who thinks of death 20 times in the day and in the night, he will be included with the shuhada. Shaheed gets that status after so much of sacrifices and difficulties. He goes in the battlefield and he gives his life. And if you remember death 20 times in the night and the day, you are included with him. So therefore, what we do in the environment of Dawat Islami, we follow the teachings of our beloved Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That is the reason that we talk about death so much. Because people have forgotten, and the fitna of mal is becoming stronger and stronger, and we're getting lazzat in it, we're getting pleasure in it. There is temptation, and we have been ordered to remember death, because death destroys the temptations. Death destroys the pleasure of this dunya. And Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has said, Zurul Qubura, visit the graves. فَإِنَّهَا تُذَكِّرُ الْمَوْتَى, because they remind you the death. So every arrangement has been made in our deen for us to remember death and get ready for the death. But we are the one that, even if we are on the deathbed, we still don't want to die. And there's no preparation. So dearest Islamic brothers, we make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that mindset that we worry about the akhirah. And we do the preparation of akhirah and do amal and actions which are befitting to a good Muslim, to a believer, so we can be successful. Ameen bijahin Nabi Ameen sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
O Mubarak, for you is my prayer. O Mubarak, for you is my prayer. May you keep ascending success stair. O Mubarak, for you it's my prayer. May you keep ascending success stair.